चुराई मेरी किसने ओ सनम ICI ने एग्जाम ने. So these days I'm hearing a lot that students are not able to sleep because anxiety and panic is too much because it's the last 1 month before the examination. So is this normal, and what should we do, how to tackle it? Sometimes you're thinking about all the other papers that are pending,
that only limited time is available. How will you complete everything in this limited time? How will the exams happen? Will the exam be difficult or easy? Should you aim for just exemption? Should you give one group only and not both the groups? Maybe you should give this group rather than this group. Will you be able to complete revision? Oh my god,
too many thoughts, anxiety, panic. So how should you be dealing with this? Let's talk about this in the last 1 month before examination. Let's start off. I am Yogita Harjani. I'm a CA and a CS. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel and like this video. Let's start off. So first of all, is this normal? Well, yes, it is somewhat normal. Even back in my exam time, I used to feel nervous and anxious, especially when the exams were coming closer. It was very difficult to sleep at night. So this happens. It happens with a lot of students and it is kind of normal, but it is not useful. Anxiety is very impractical. If you're stressing about the future and the exam or the other papers, simply stressing is not helping us. It is wasting our time. It is giving us negative feelings. It is demotivating us. It is taking away our confidence. So practically speaking, being anxious doesn't solve any problem. Okay, it just wastes our time and it just wastes our energy. So it is important that we learn how to handle this anxiety and stress. Okay, now in the exam, how much you have studied matters. Of course, whether you have revised or not matters, whether you have practiced questions or not matters. But a very underrated thing in exam that really matters is your mental health and how calm and composed you are. A student who is calm and composed, even if he only has studied 70-80% syllabus, he will probably perform really well in the exam and probably pass in the exam, versus another student who has completed 90% syllabus revision also, but he really panics a lot, is anxious. That student might not be able to perform nicely in the exam because of the nervousness, the stress. He might not take the decisions correctly. He might be fearful. He might black out in the exam. He might talk to his friends and get nervous and underestimate himself. He might lose confidence, etc. I hope you understand. So your mental health, how calm you are, it is going to increase your marks 20 to 30%. So you really need to practice it from now itself. Practice to be calm. But how? Let's talk about that. So I want you to practice these 2-3 things that we'll discuss. Number one, I want you to practice at least 3 to 4 times a day deep breathing. Okay? Deep breathe in, hold it, release it. Do it 10 times at a stretch. And do this one practice 3 to 4 times a day, whenever you feel like it. Okay, whenever you're feeling anxious, sit at some place. It could be your study place or it could be preferably somewhere outside where you have ventilation. Put a light, gentle music on, meditation music on, and do deep breathe in, hold it, and then release it. Do it 10 times. Okay, do this practice 3-4 times. It will really calm you down. Okay, simultaneously, once a day at least, I believe, you should also sit in the temple or the place of worship that you have in your house and just pray for like 5-10 minutes. Spend that time with God. All of this practice is going to really calm you down. It will give you some faith, some confidence. It will make you detached from your exam, from your result. And your focus will come back only to studies. Because see, your job is only to study. See, we are not big enough to control what result we are going to get. See, those things are in universe's hand, in God's hand. So let them be. Our job is to just give our best, to do our karma right. Okay, to study as much as we can. So just focus on that. This practice will bring you to your input rather than focusing on the output. Practice number 2. See, around this time in the last 1 month, your mind is going to play a lot of games. You will start getting very weird, random ideas. Like, maybe I should take up this one subject and get exemption in this subject. Maybe I should only give one group, drop this other group. Maybe I should take this new book because it has better notes, it has shorthand notes. Okay, maybe I should watch marathon lectures and quickly finish it off the chapter. These kind of random thoughts you will start having. You have already got a strategy, a plan that you are following. These random thoughts will distract you from your strategy. It is important to understand that there are so many strategies out there that can make you pass the exam. But if you keep jumping from one strategy to another, it will not help. Ultimately, what matters is how nicely you can follow one strategy. From the beginning till the end, you have to stick to one strategy that is going to give you better result compared to jumping from one strategy to another. Okay, so according to me, the best strategy is just stick to one book, complete whatever you've completed. If let's say you're not able to finish the syllabus, 2-3 chapters are left, it's okay. It's the last 1 month. Drop those chapters, focus on revising whatever you have studied. 1 or 2 chapters, even if you leave, it will not make a very big, massive difference in the exam, because any which way is one question you have to leave as option. Okay, so rather revise whatever you have studied, make it stronger, follow one strategy, one teacher. Understand that these random thoughts that you are getting, they will only distract you. They are not of any use. So please avoid falling for these traps, falling for these new strategies. Just believe in one strategy and follow this. Okay. Third important point is, this works in case when you're studying one subject, you are worried about other subjects, other chapters. You have to finish that also, you have to finish that also. Time is less. How will I complete everything? If these are the thoughts you keep getting when you're studying one subject, then this strategy is for you. It means make a plan, map out everything and put it on a piece of paper. Let me give you an example. Let's say in the next 1 week, your plan is to revise 2 subjects. Okay, let's say it's direct tax and indirect tax. Now, hypothetically, direct tax has got 10 chapters, indirect tax also has got 10 chapters. So that's 20 chapters that you got to finish in the next 1 week. Okay, so that's 20 chapters in 7 days. So that means per day approximately you got to finish 3 chapters. Okay, so that's the rough goal that we have. That's our plan. So put it down on the piece of paper. Now the thing about making a plan is that once you make a plan, you just have to complete one day nicely, and then the second day nicely, and then the third day nicely. If you do every single day nicely, if you focus on one day, one chapter at a time, automatically the plan will get completed. Why? Because you have calculated everything. Right? So that is how you put all of that on a piece of paper. Just focus on one day today. Today I have to do 3 chapters. Okay, fine. How am I going to complete it? Let me finish before 11 o'clock one chapter, 11 to 5 o'clock second chapter, 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night the third chapter. That's my plan. Let me just do that. Focus completely on that. Don't now think about anything else. Whenever you are worried about other subjects, other topics, then you kind of have to learn to detach yourself from them. You have to remind yourself that if you just follow today's plan, everything else is going to work out. And then detach yourself and bring yourself to the present moment and only focus on this one chapter at a time. So these were some tips that are going to help you relieve and release your anxiety. It will make you feel more calmer. And remember, if you're calm and composed, you will bag extra marks in the exam just because of your good mental health. It is a very underrated side of your exam. If you're mentally strong, if you can make decisions even in stressful situations, you will really get good marks in exam as well as in life. Okay, so practice that from now itself. Practice on building good mental capacity to battle stress and anxiety in difficult situations and making right decisions no matter what. Okay, so I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions, comments, please write them down in the comment section below. Would love to reply, and I'm going to see you again very, very soon. Bye.